So we're going back in town, Kenya history.
Yeah.
So like the museum.
Yeah, it's a museum.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do it.
People are crazy out here. He's doing so this is the Kenya National Archives.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. And basically this is where you'll find written documents and unwritten documents preserved for the Kenya's history.
So Kenya National
since
Archive.
independence and before independence. And
that's something open to the public?
That's what something?
Open to the public? And I want
Yeah. It's open to the public.
So free?
No, not really. You can come and pay a little fee.
Okay.
That is maybe like 50 Kenya shillings.
Yeah.
Of which I doubt is 50 shillings for now. Be quick. So, this is the Kenya National Archives.
This is the Kenya National Archive.
That meaning every piece of history is stored here. Have ever been in here.
Yeah.
So what you'll find
written
written documents, manuscripts that are concerned with the Kenyan history or maybe African history.
Yeah.
You'll find them here. You also like find other people's. There is another gallery that is on the other side, but still you can be able to find the written document about that person on this museum. You'll find like the West African cultural heritage stuff.
Everything's in here.
Yeah, it's in here.
What time do they open?
They open around 8.
So I'm supposed not on Saturday.
We come
Monday to Friday.
Yeah, Monday to Friday.
Okay.
But they allow taking pictures, but they don't allow filming.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
suppose not. That's a good thing to keep.
Yeah. Another thing is that this is the meeting point of every Nairobian.
So yeah, if you want to date with a girl and say let me to the archive,
Kenya National Archives.
Yeah.
And this is the building that gives someone the map of the city. Because whenever you ask anyone about where are you in Nairobi, where can we meet?
Yeah.
Kenya National Archives. Even if you are new in Nairobi and someone tells you come to the Kenya National Archives, you'll definitely know where it is.
That's something to know.
Yep. On the far end.
So you tell people if you're visiting Kenya and you're trying to meet someone, say, hey, let me out to the Kenya National
Archives. No, now this is one thing that you should put in mind. When you come to the street of Nairobi and maybe you take an Uber, but you don't know where you're going, tell the person, take me to the Kenya National Archives.
To know exactly what
if you're meeting someone here who is a friend, who is residing in the country, you tell them, I'm at the Kenya National Archives, she will definitely know where you are. On the far end, that is the Mboya statue.
Who is Mboya?
Mboya was he was a political leader in Kenya during the Moi era, but he succumbed to the assassinations that were happening with that regime.
Wow.
Yeah. So you can go there and see then now. So the person okay. I wanted to give you another factor. The one thing, the people who commissioned the construction of these Kenya National Archives, it was an Indian.
India.
An Indian. And then the government that funded this one was the Gandol.
Uganda?
The Gandol. It was called the Gandol Bank, which later became the Kenya Commercial Bank.
Okay.
Yeah.
What year was this?
It was around 1920s.
1920s?
Yeah, I am not remembering the actual date, but let me go and check.
That's a pretty long time.
Yeah. So I'll go back and see.
So, but at that time, Kenya wasn't independent. They were still ruled by the
It was being
British.
ruled by the British.
Okay.
I remember
so then why didn't the British fund it? Why didn't the British build it?
At that time, you'll find there are so many Indians who are in Kenya. You remember?
Yes, yes.
Who are coming here for the construction of the Mombasa-Uganda railway. So they also wanted to have like where they can maybe store, they can send money back home.
Right.
Yeah, so they had to pioneer some place.
Right.
So this is the Mboya statue. I told you he was the political leader.
Yeah, the guy
and
assassinated.
an opposition leader during the Moi regime.
Okay.
Yeah. I think there is no what, I don't know what happened.
Let me see the face.
So we can call Mboya a shujaa, meaning like a hero.
A hero.
Yeah.
It's nice. Nice. Is this the only statue in the whole city? Because I'm not seeing all the statues.
There are a lot of statues. I've not seen them. I'll show you more and more.
We'll see more,
Yeah.
more and more.
Yeah.
Great. All right, so we are in the downtown area, the uptown area.
Now we are getting from downtown. Now we're headed to uptown.
The uptown.
Yeah. Now this is where the uptown begins. After we cross this side.
Everybody stand online for a while. What is this stuff for? Nightclub?
Now, yeah, they're taking their matatus to their destinations.
Oh, okay, so the matatu is stand over there.
Yeah.
They're in a song like for 2 days.
So here we are at Mamangina Street. Mamangina was the wife of the first Kenya's president, that is Mzee Jomo Kenyatta.
Jomo Kenyatta.
Jomo Kenyatta.
Right.
Yeah. So in her remembrance, they decided to dedicate this street and name it after her.
Okay.
Initially, it was called, I think, Queen Elizabeth Lane.
Really?
Yeah.
So when did it change that?
When Kenyatta took over the power from the British.
Okay,
That
so
is
that was
1964.
1964. So Mama Ningana.
Mama Ngina.
Mama Ngina.
Ngina. Yeah.
The first lady of Kenya.
Yeah.
That's a street. What building is this one?
This
Wow.
one is Hilton Hotel.
It's big.
Hilton Hotel.
It's big.
Yeah, it's big.
Look at that.
Yeah, and it has been on operation since way before Kenya gained independence.
Wow.
Yeah, and right now it's not in operation since the COVID hit.
Since the COVID hit, shut down.
So it's shut down.
So what is in it now? It just
Right
closed?
now, I'm not 100% sure if it's like it's 100% closed, I guess, because like there are no visitors who go in there. But I guess maybe they have maybe they want to turn it as an office or maybe a commercial area, or maybe they want to put like offices for the government.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So come to another statue.
This is Kimathi.
Who?
Kimathi.
I won't know.
Kimathi.
Kimathi. Who is it?
Kimathi. Kimathi was a freedom fighter.
What year we're talking about? Because I've gone a little very old.
So 1920s.
1920s.
Yeah. So Dedan Kimathi was Shuri. He's from the central region of Kenya.
Okay.
So he was among the
He has
Mau
a
Mau.
Rasta hair.
Yeah.
He's a Rasta man.
He is a Rasta man. He is from the central part of Kenya.
Yeah.
He was leading the Mau Mau warriors or guerrilla warfares.
The Mau Mau.
The Mau Mau.
It sounds like Jamaican, the Macoon.
The Macomb.
So
the Maroon Commandos.
Maroons, yeah.
Yeah, who live on the Blue Mountain.
Blue Mountain. You know,
Yeah.
you know history, man.
Yeah.
So this is another phrase of the Macoon.
Yeah, so one thing is that the Mau Mau and the Maroon Commandos of Jamaica, they almost have one thing in common.
What's that?
The dreads is the one that connects them. Before Mau Mau was like Kenya Rifles Association, something of the sort,
Yeah.
that arose in 1952 to fight the British. To fight the British when they were invading the country. So they wanted to be. They were fighting for the freedom of the nation, that is Kenya.
Wow. So Rastafari never started the drag. They started long before Rastafari religion established. It's a history you gotta know, Jamaicans.
Yeah. So the dreads is one thing that identified the guerrilla warriors or the Mau Maus.
Right.
Yeah. So when they're in the bush, they couldn't be able to shave their hair, so they let their hair grow, and then they turned into dreadlocks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very interesting fact.
So you can be able to see the gallant soldier, Mau Mau, freedom fighter, and nationalist.
I can't see it. Why is it shut down? What is the close up?
It's to prevent people going in there and destroying the monument.
Oh, so this is very significant to Kenya history.
To the Kenyan history. And from one side you can see he is holding a rifle, and the other side he is holding like a sword.
Like a Maasai.
Yep.
Interesting.
So he was born in 1920 and died in 1957.
Died very young.
Yeah.
In his 20s. More or less.
More or less.
30s.
That he was around 30s.
So how did he die?
So, but I think you can still go in here. But it's closed. They
Close it down.
They did the welding there. So
They're not lying. I don't want in there. They shut this down. It's okay.
yeah.
All right. How did he die?
So let me see. Let's use this rain so that we can. Or should we take? There is also another historical monument I want to show you. Let the historical monuments follow each other consequently.
Yeah.
Watch out. So let's pass here. Because of this city askaris, they're very crazy. Now on this side you can be able to see there is a 640 night club if you wanna
Dance club.
yeah.
So there's a club there.
Also if you wanna dine and wine, there is Pronto restaurant. There is the Cherries cheese joint.
So this is the uptown of
So
Nairobi.
this street has been named after that guy, the Kimathi.
The Kimathi. Okay.
The Kimathi.
The whole street right here.
Yeah, the whole street this way.
So the Kimathi street.
So you remember where we parked? On the other side
On the other
of the
side.
Kimathi street. So it's a whole lane.
It's a whole, wow. It's a long lane.
Yeah. So the next street that we are going to, we are going now to see. It's called Kenyatta Avenue.
Kenyatta.
I guess I have told you more about Kenyatta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We already know a lot about Kenyatta today.
Yeah. You cannot mention the history of Kenya without mentioning Kenyatta.
So how did Kenyatta become the first president?
So when Kenya became British protectorate, that is 1895.
Okay.
Up to when
So when you say British protector,
there was
the
a
British is protecting Kenya from any uprising.
now they had
and,
declared. Now it had during the Lancaster House Conference, was it in around 1860s when
1860s.
all the colonials went to London to divide the African continent. Who is going to take East Africa? Who is going to rule West Africa? Who is going to rule North Africa? You remember?
I remember that.
So
sad story, sad history.
So there was a company
Africa.
that was called Imperial British East African Company. That's the one that now was ruling
Yes.
Kenya. And you'll talk that about more when you go down to Mombasa.
Yeah.
So when Queen Elizabeth, when Kenya gained internal independence, that is 1963.
Yes.
Kenyatta became the prime minister.
Was he a politician then, or was he someone famous?
He was in the political arena.
Okay.
You know? And that's why he is called the father of the nation.
Okay.
So after that, in 1964, when Kenya gained, it became a republic.
Yes.
1964. Automatically, the prime minister rose to power as the president of the land.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
So let's pass here. We were supposed to close, but anyway.
What building is this one right there?
That one is Nation Center.
Okay.
Nation Center, meaning that that's where the news are read from.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's
the news and stuff. That's the Nation Center.
Nation Center.
Yeah. So this is Kenyatta Avenue. It got the bike lane and the walk lane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very interesting, man. A lot of history, yeah.
So there was this building. It was constructed in, I think, 1913, I guess, if I remember well. This is the building that was acting as a kind of like a court, something. Yeah. I can't remember very well about this building.
When Kenya gained independence?
In 1931, no. Before it gained independence.
Before it gained independence?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the now to welcome you to official. It has welcomed you Nairobi County.
I've seen the Bank of India.
Yeah, the Bank of India. Yeah. So that is Nairobi City County. For greener streets, whatever city. So this is the board that welcomes you and lets you know that you are in the capital city of Kenya.
Yeah.
That is Nairobi. And Nairobi is derived from the Maasai place and Kare Nyorobi, a place of cool waters.
Place of cool water.
Remember, this place was occupied by the Maasai.
Yeah.
And it was, let me explain to this before we got there. So, when there was the construction of the Mombasa Railway, Mombasa Uganda Railway. So the British were trying to find a place where a centralized position whereby they could store their materials for the construction of the railway, and also find a financial district whereby they could be able to settle and also set up business areas. So because this was on a highland elevated on around 5,000 meters above sea level, and it was a little bit cooler, it was not as humid as the Mombasa or coastal region.
Right.
So they ended up settling here and establishing business around here.
So you telling me Mombasa was actually the first capital?
Mombasa was the capital city of Kenya. Around 1901. 1901, 1907. During the construction of the railway, that's when it started.
Yes.
And when Kenya became British protectorate, that is around 1885, around there. So that's where the British first settled. I'll talk about the 11 ship that landed there, and then when we go back to Mombasa.
There's a whole history out there.
A lot of history connected. So these are the soldiers that fought these are to commemorate the soldiers who fought the First World War, 1914 to 1918.
So Kenyans.
Yeah, you remember there were Kenyans who were taken by the British to go to fight for the World War. So the First World War 1914, 1918, 4 years. Second World War 1939, 1945.
They need to make a whole movie out of this. It's something we don't learn in history.
Yeah, we don't learn. So these are the soldiers. This is to pay tribute to those soldiers who were taken from this land, taken to the far land.
So when you say taken, they were forcefully taken to go fight.
To go fight for the
World War I and World War II.
Yeah, you can be able to see. So
slavery didn't end.
Yeah, this is to the memory of the native African troops. Native African troops who fought to the carriers who were the feet and hands of the army, and to all other men who served and died for their king and whatever country in the Eastern Africa. This was during the
In the
World
Great
War
War,
II and World War
1914 to
II.
1918.
Yeah, if the fight, if you fight for your country, even if you die, your soul will remember, or your sons will remember your name.
Wow.
So when you come back, you come to Nairobi, at least you'll have to know more about, when you're tapping into the history of Kenya, these are the things, some of the things you have to tap in. You cannot mention the history of Kenya without tapping these things.
Well, talk about it.
Yeah.
You cannot mention the freedom of Kenya
Without
we will tap into this history.
tapping about the World War I, the native African troops, and all sort of
And
that.
everything.
Yeah.
Very interesting, man.
That is a statue dedicated to them.
And what building is this one right here?
This one is I&M. It's a bank.
It's a bank,
There
okay.
is I&M.
Another bank.
It's a bank. So I want you to go to show you something else, and then
And then we call it a night.
we carry a night.
Wow.
But you can see Nairobi is relatively clean
Very clean.
and amazing.
Very clean. Oh, this is Nairobi, yeah. Nairobi at night.
Yeah, Kenyatta Avenue. I told you Kenyatta Avenue.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So if you drop down, come, let me show you. If you drop down, you are going to see the KICC and the Supreme Court. Supreme Court is the highest court in the Republic of the country.
Okay.
So if you have your cases in the High Court
Yes.
and you feel you are misjudged, you can appeal them to the
Supreme Court.
Supreme Court. Yeah, we will see that tomorrow.
Yes. So tomorrow, guys, we'll have a lot to see and a lot to.
Yeah, during the day now you see Nairobi.
Yes, at least we can show some of these things during the daytime, so
Yeah.
you can be able to see it clearer than what it is now.
What is
But
it?
This is the history of Kenya.
Yeah.
So I love when I go to a country. I like to understand what made a country.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
What it is.
What the fought for.
What is meant now?
What's meant. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's the future? Where
What
is it
has
going?
built that country from where it was, where it is, and where it's going?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what we are today, and that's what we're talking about.
We're talking
You know,
about
talking about the freedom and the people of Kenya
the
itself.
people of the Republic of the country.
All right. So
So
we're gonna call it a night, or we got
now
one
I
more.
want to show you two more things.
Two more things. All right.
And then the other
More
one.
history, guys.
Yeah, and two more things. And then that one, the other one, I'm going to show you tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah. These streets are a whole nother ball game during the day. Tomorrow you'll be like, was I on these streets? Because maybe you might pass on this street and be like, will you remember?
It'll be different
Yeah.
than what I'm seeing now.
I think now. So if you go this way, this is Mwidibingu Street. It's one of the most beautiful streets, I guess, in Nairobi, because you'll find a lot of photographers, especially tomorrow is on a weekend.
Yes.
So on a weekend, it's a free day for content creators, for vloggers, for camera people. It's a free world.
It's a free world for us tomorrow.
Yeah, for us tomorrow.
Okay.
So no one is supposed to ask you, why are you vlogging? Why are you?
Really?
Yeah. No one is supposed to ask you, even the police, even the city askaris, as long as you are not filming the bank, all the government offices.
The Supreme Court.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. I wish every country has this kind of thing. You know, there's the.
So and then the current governor of Nairobi, he was like, let's say like he was more like someone who is like into social media and stuff.
Yeah.
Making like content. Yeah, and he's more into youthful stuffs. So he gets to understand like, yeah, go out there, create content, take pictures, do your thing.
So it also bring spotlight to the country
To the
itself.
country
People
itself.
get to understand. It's like, hey, I want to travel there.
Yeah.
You understand it really, really good, and then you can have a lot of people come here doing tourist activities.
Yeah.
So Nairobi at night.
Nairobi at night. You see, we got the chicken in. If you want the chicken, if you want a pizza, you can get it.
Everything, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So I want to show you two more
Got
things.
two more things, and then we call it a
we
night.
drop down to where we parked, and then we call it a
Call it a night. Been
Yeah, when I
walking
show you
for
everything.
an hour and 30 minutes now, just out of Nairobi.
Yeah, when
Trying
I
to get a real good.
when I
about
get
Nairobi.
to make you see everything, you'll not enjoy tomorrow.
Right,
I want to
right.
give you that anxiousness or anticipations.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
For you to give me every information I need to take.
Yeah.
I need to share with everyone, all the people in the world,
Yeah.
understand and have this knowledge.
Yeah.
I like it, man. All right.
So that is the General Post Office, GPO.
Okay.
General Post Office. If you want to send a parcel, or maybe you want to send letters, or maybe you want as Kenyans want to get government services, this is where we go.
Okay.
Yeah, if it's birth certificates, IDs, this is where we go. So that's General Post Office.
It's very big.
Yeah, it's very huge. This was the second highest or the second tallest building in Kenya.
In Kenya.
Yeah.
Which one's the first?
The first one was there. It's called Kipande House. Kipande House.
Kipande House.
It was designed by an Indian.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did we see it, right?
Yeah.
Did we see it?
Indians?
No. Did we see the building?
No, it's a bank right
It's
now.
a bank, okay.
You cannot go. So it's
tomorrow.
that one there. You'll see it during the day. That is
Yes.
Kipande House.
Uh-huh.
So it was the first building it was the first tallest building in Kenya.
In Kenya.
Yeah. So it was designed by an Indian. And what was issued in there was like the IDs, the identifications. So if you could want to move from one place to another, that's where you could
That's
get
where
your
you would get it.
identification. And
So
it
we
was
are. I think tomorrow we're gonna talk about Indian culture in
Kenya and the
Kenya.
Indian influence.
yes, the influence.
So if you want to measure distance from Kenya to Minnesota,
Yeah,
this is the starting point.
is the starting point. Okay.
Yeah. So this is the Nairobi Mirali Stone, elected 1939. It was commissioned by Galton Fenzi. This guy is the one who came up with the idea of measuring distance.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Measuring distance from Kenya to other parts of the world. This money was renovated by Automobile Association of Kenya, that is AA Automobiles, in honor of Association of founder Lionel Galton Fenzi. All distances to and from Nairobi are measured from this point.
Wow.
So if you want to measure distance from Mombasa to Lamu, Mombasa to Dar es Salaam, you
Everything's
measure
here.
it from here.
Very interesting.
Yeah. It's called the Galton Fenzi Monument.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
A lot of information, man.
So we go this way. This is Koinange Street. We go to Biashara Street. We go to there's another thing that I'm supposed to show you.
Yeah.
And then now we call it a day.
So one more building.
Yeah, one more
And
building.
we'll call it a day. I enjoy the uptown of Kenya here.
Nairobi got a lot of untapped history, and most people don't even know.
No?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have even
Yeah.
know all of this history, yeah. It's a lot of information you put to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot of information.
What has happened to the to the camera. You can pause and then it's okay.
No, it's good. It's good. Yeah. It's good now. We're just gonna enjoy the little nice.
So this is Koinange Street. Yeah, it's well maintained. The landscape, you can be able to tell. The walkways. Yeah, right now you can be able to see these dust.
Yep.
But tomorrow in the morning when the cleaners are here, the county council cleaners are here.
So they clean it every day.
Yeah, they clean it every day.
Something good to know. Yeah. Nairobi is a very clean city, man.
Yep.
I'm very proud.
You're very proud of it. You're very impressed.
I'm not a Kenyan, but I'm very proud to have been here to see this.
No, okay. Coffee.
I'll shut this off for copyright.
So where we're heading to a building, a place called City Market.
City Market, okay.
Yeah, you're going to see it, but tomorrow during the day, you're going to see it like the activities and everything. But I want to give you a little bit of a history about it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this was like a red light zone. I hope you get to know what it means by red light zone.
Red light zone?
Yeah, red right zone.
No.
So
never heard about it. Red right zone.
So this was like a hangar of the airplanes, the small airplanes.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so let's say like the commissioners, the governors, during the colonial era, the colonial time is closed, so we go this way. So during that time,
beautiful.
You get flowers, you get souvenirs and stuff, meat and stuff. So during colonial era, so maybe let's say like the commissioner, the governor of that time wanted to move from one city to another. These were like the small planes or private planes could be, let's say, hanged.
Okay. So
this is where they could be stored.
So this era was an airfield. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, it was kind of an airfield.
Okay.
Yeah, because when you go in tomorrow, you'll be able to see it has very high roof. It's very high. The roof is very high, and it's carved. It's carved.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's an interesting thing to know. So what happened to it then?
So after
why they shut it down?
So after now the British went away, and the city was started to be like renovated, and the planners started planning about the city and stuff, but they also wanted to maintain that
historical
tradition, that authenticity, or maybe let's say like those old buildings that had meaning in Kenya. So they turned it to be a market.
Okay.
So but they have given like the youth the freedom to express their art. They have given the youth the freedom to express their art.
That's how they have all these arts.
And that's why it has all these arts. So this was the work of the youth that was given. It was given to the youth by the current governor of Nairobi to decorate every street or every building that is in Nairobi, to be in specific some buildings. Yeah. So we are standing on Mwidi Bengo Street. This is one of the most beautiful streets. During the day, you can be able to see the KICC, Kenya International Conference Center, the CBK Towers, and the pension. And you'll be able to see the Senate, the KICC, and the CBK.
Everything.
Yeah. So when you go this way, you are going to go to Central Police Station. When you get arrested within Nairobi, you are taken to the Central Police Station. And also now the other side there is that freeway. It's called University Way, because the other side there is a lot of university on that side. And then now you go to Nairobi University, previously known as the Duke of York.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. So we end this here.
Yeah, we can end this here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're blowing people almost information.
Information, and then now they'll be like, no, this is too much information.
So much information. So we're just gonna end this content here because there's so much to know and so much to learn in Nairobi.
To tap into Nairobi.
Tomorrow we can
begin from here tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah.
We can begin from here and really freestyle into exactly, going to some buildings.
Yeah.
Going in depth into the market and see exactly what things is.
Yeah, tomorrow we will go up on one building.
Right.
So that you can be able to see the Nairobi at large.
Sounds good to me. So
yeah.
So that's it, guys. We'll talk to you tomorrow or another time. Ciao.
Oh.